Stage is high magic damage heroes. He has high armor but low health, so spells that deal a lot of damage are a big problem, and he's playing against one of the strongest right now, which is Grimstroke. When the Inkswell hits level 2, you see the Stroke of Fate already taking like 15 or 20% off his health when it travels through only one creep. There's the other spell, Power Shot, taking another 20% off him. Gotta be careful.
Keep your eyes towards mid. Homing missiles coming in, but FY, he'll have to walk underneath their dire observer ward to actually have a crack towards Moon. But maybe they have enough. They have to get away from the creep wave to the full rocket barrage from next on Moon. FY picks him up, throws him back down again, and they have the damage. I don't think Moon actually saw him, or else he probably would have run south. But instead, he tried to go straight back up to his TPing in Wind Ranger, but it just wasn't fast enough.
Maybe it was losing the lane. He was losing the lane pretty hard even. Now they're even. If you get a kill mid and it equalizes the lane, it shows how far behind you were, man.
So it's really easy to get that fast burst damage, and he's almost got arcane boots.
8 CS from top lane plus that kill. Very nice for him.
And Tide just gets to play the top lane against Ogre quite safely too.
That's a super easy lane for Tide.
Well, they're going open wounds. There's your stroke. Ragey Potato waiting for the right line to get the shackle off, but no one's lining up for it. Okay, so I think he's still a little bit worried about what X-Nova can do to him once they put the Nightmare down. Messing with target selection.
Bane is very good against Grimstroke's Inkswell. It's relatively easy to time the Nightmare against the explosion, and that will keep the Terrorblade safe majority of this laning stage.
Ame just burns his Metamorphosis, trying to get something out of this lane. It's kind of hilarious though when you watch both the supports of Mineski just walk away. Nico still stands right in front of the tier 1 tower, farming up. Like he just doesn't fear anything that comes his way. And he can just rage and walk it off.
Yep. He's pretty safe down here, but at the same time, if Terrorblade is happy farming, it's kind of the hero you want the gold on a bit more overall.
I thought for a moment Ragey Potato was just going to go quickly for the shackle, follow with the Inkswell. You've got so much chain stun that can happen.
Nightmare.
Yeah, and again, yeah, Nightmare.
But I like the idea of trying, honestly. I think they should be playing more aggressively. There we go. They're going to go on the Bane.
They're trying to do a lot of work before the 5-minute bounty runes are going to spawn up. KP was able to grab the ones up on top, but this will still be a 2 for 2. Yeah, 3 for 1.
KP got one. Chalice and KP are pretty much hand in hand on farm. KP's a little bit ahead, mainly because he arrived to the lane a bit earlier, I think, or because Chalice had to rotate and TP. He lost a little bit of bottom lane in the beginning.
Chalice still got some decent CS up on top. It was actually kind of hilarious watching the two highest farmed heroes having both FY as well as Chalice in the top lane against KP. They want to go in again in mid. I'm keeping my eye on item drops this time around. Not going to miss like the arcane drop yesterday. And FY, well, Ragey Potatoes found him in the trees. Moon starts to do a siphon. FY just has to throw him away, but the shackle. Ragey Potato lined himself up nicely. FY begins his TP out knowing that the stun's already been used.
Moon didn't have enough mana for another Crypt Swarm. When he used the Siphon, he ran out of the mana. Really nice TP. And yeah, sure, you don't succeed in your own mid move, but you also don't get killed by the enemy. It's kind of breaks even. And he was in a very awkward position there on the Rubik.
Feels nice just when you waste the time of a Death Prophet. Waste a build as the Death Prophet.
Yep.
Gyrocopter actually started moving towards the top lane like he wanted to fight, but that's not going to happen. Tide is the #1 net worth in the field, just completed a Vladimir's.
And if he wasn't invincible before against this Ogre, now he is.
Yeah.
Every creep wave, he can just heal massively from Anchor Smash. He has got 5 tangos and a salve still. It's like, KP hasn't even bothered. It's like, whatever, man. I can't do anything to this guy. They're just hitting creeps. And now he's been overtaken by Chalice.
And Ame is having... it's not the funnest game for him. His net worth's not looking too shabby, but when you're forced all the way back into the jungle and you're leaving X-Nova to battle against Nico...
They kind of want that. It's more effective. It's similar to what we talked about in the last game, right? Where it's nice if you have wave clearing heroes and you can put cores jungle. this is not the same logic that Bane is not a wave play hero.
They're going after KP. Hoping missiles coming in. FY is going to be right there too. TP support is on the way. And Charles, he's holding the ravage. And yeah, in fact, I think at this point, LGD would have loved if that second TP completed. Because then it would have actually been worthwhile just burning the ravage.
But the reason you do this bottom is not because Terrorblade is having an awful time. It's because it's the highest efficiency play, right? You get Bane a lot of experience while Terrorblade can jungle effectively. And even if Bane dies here, this is still... I still think it's the right move to put the Terrorblade in the jungle.
He's gonna Nightmare, move back, salve up quickly inside the tree lines. Name's arrived. Yeah.
No problem.
You're right.
I don't think Ame will stay here very long. I think he's going to clear some creeps and then go back into the jungle again and let X-Nova take the lane. Because Terrorblade, if you have a free lane bottom, like you get a little more efficiency out of farming the lane than the jungle, but it's not much. But for Bane, this makes a huge difference for his game. If he gets to get solo experience in the safe lane, it's so much nicer than if you're just protecting a Terrorblade who's farming anyway. Like, you're not make that big of a difference for me. You see Ame is already rotating again.
They're all coming towards mid with Chalice as well. Moon already used the exorcism to take a lot of the life of the tier 1 tower in mid.
Yep, got a lot.
But they won't get their own pushback. So wrapping around through the rear, Somnus and Chalice using that Fog of War. And Ninja Boogie and Moon, they're the closest ones. A quick silence out from Ninja Boogie, but Rocket Barrage was faster from Somnus. Already able to find that kill. And Moon, hey, that's some confidence to throw that Crypt Swarm out when LGD are on the hunt. Ragey Potato's running up the river too. Homing missile will come his way. He's going to go to the Radiant side.
He's dead.
Charges TP out. That's done. Will actually connect. Call down everything that maybe he has just to ensure the kill happens.
I think he survives if he instant TPs on the Windrun instead of running away first. The homing missile catches up to you faster than if you try to TP out.
Either way, now 5-1 in front for LGD. Experience and gold both their way. I think Ame's lining himself up to add a little bit more pressure towards the bottom. That's why they're trying to establish some vision control, but Ninja Boogie and KP are there to stop it.
Yeah, now that his treads are coming out, he's hitting a pushing timing. Look, he's a full level ahead of Lifesteal now on Terrorblade.
Well, Lifesteal always had somebody else with him. Like Terrorblade got into the jungle, now Moon. Homing missile, here we go again. Curry doesn't have much to bring in. Has some boots, Rocket Barrage does his work, Charles will land the Gush and the Ravage, clipping Moon on the edge, but it bought just enough time for Somnus to get another another Rocket Barrage off. Yeah, it may not have been essential. But I think LGD is sending a message to Mineski.
Bounty!
In the meantime, Bane was in the middle of nowhere. Pulled a lot of attention toward himself and got killed, but he got his ward down earlier.
There's a little sucker up here.
Yep. Been there for a good minute and a half. That's unlikely to get dewarded this early on in the game. Yeah, once again, it's just the game plan from LGD progressing nicely. They did a very good job in their laning stage, especially the rotation from FY into mid was huge, and it makes Mineski a little bit forced to do something here. So they're going to go for this bottom 2 on tower. Multicast and find it.
It does not look like FY wants to have anything to do with the defense without the Ravage. So Chalice and X-Nova, they move towards mid instead. Ninja Boogie's trying to soak up a little experience. And they'll work with Ame to beat into the tower. Charles needs to be the tank for Ame.
Radiant's bottom tower.
He's very happy to do that with the Vlads, and there you go. Nightmare to begin this. Somnus in through the rear. Multicast from KP, causing the problems for X-Nova, but better from Somnus, but he's shackled up for the moment. Now the flat cannon damage will start to spill out, and their attention moves towards KP. Moving down with Ragey Potato, but playing around these trees is great for the Wind Ranger. But it wasn't even a full commitment from LGD. It ended up being a 1-for-1 trade-off on the supports with the tier 1 tower. But FY's not committing. He's farming up bottom lane. Yep. This guy's got need the lens already.
They got the mid tower for the safe lane tower. That's a good trade, especially if they can defend their own mid tower now. But Mineski are looking to get that collateral. The ping coming out from Tide, but I think it's already too late. Oh, maybe not. There's Glyph too.
Yeah, they got Fortification. You don't have Metamorphosis, however, so Terrorblade's not really a big fighter. But X-Nova with a Nightmare can potentially set up. Great silence into the trees, so Moon makes sure there isn't any kind of follow-up, but now maybe. Yeah, that damage output. They have to keep the stuns going, so he can't just keep getting the flak and the damage out. Shackle won't be able to connect from Raging Potato, and FY with the Soul and Crypt Swarm does so much damage combining with the Fade Bolt. They're able to get through Ninja Boogie.
Stay out of my skies!
No other stuns to keep Mineski in position, and Grimstroke has 3 deaths now. 2 of them in the last minute.
And they held the tower. They can deny it if they want LGD, which would be another victory. But they could also hold on to it for its strategic position. The primary reason you really want to hold this mid tower over the other towers is the access point.
Feed scripts available.
In the game.
Nico has to back up. If he comes anywhere near that Bane, he'll die instantly. But all they see is KP in mid lane. Alright, now Nico's out a long way. But Bane can't make the run without revealing himself. The creep wave's cutting across. And Mineski will come under the cover of smoke towards the top lane. And now Charles will find his targets. Moon wants to start. They put out the first silence. This one comes from Ninja Boogie. Just trying to walk it off Chalice. And he's able to do so. Break him free. Now is X-Nova, who's in a little bit of trouble. Starts the Nightmare over on Death Prophet, but that just isolates the support to die. One quick multicast, and Raging Potato is able to also shackle Rubik to complete his TP out on bottom lane.
And that's a relatively low impact smoke from Mineski, right? They wanted to get into this jungle and try to find a core kill, but they end up getting only the Bane. Tide gets away, and they don't find the D ward on the big camp that has been placed. There's been a ward placed by the Bane. A very interesting, aggressive ward here, but very unusual one. It sees very little, but also very unlikely to get de-warded. It's outside of the box.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And normally you cut the tree up on the top and then put the observer ward down so you get the hillside vision. LGD, smoke up of their own now. FY doesn't have a lot of mana to work with, but he's got enough for telekinesis. They use the drums, get the pick up, into the call down. Grimstroke and Moon both being caught out inside of this. Ninja Boogie does not have the life to survive, but the homing missile will kill off Moon. And this quick execution from LGD. And bare bones mana FY, but with Ether Lens and telekinesis level 3, he's got a good grab range.
Maybe he's already thinking about bottom, but he's waiting for his homing missile to come off cooldown. He didn't see him.
Ooh, he didn't. Juked around the tree line. X-Nova's finding better targets. Nico as well as KP. Nightmare's already out. FY with a Soul and Fire Blast. Got the extra stun. Arme has Thunder available. Great Jackal from Raging Potato. And they get the double Soul Bind terribly. He can't Thunder while the silence exists. Ninja Boogie will claim the double kill. What a great Shackle from Nico to set this all up.
Yeah, great job, Nico. Good check.
See that one in slow-mo in just a second.
Nico's playing live to it.
Yeah. Sorry. Raging Potato. You know what I'm saying. Shush you. Goodbye, KP. Well, all that great work now potentially going to waste. Charles still has the Ravage. Wasn't caught out by Moon's silence, so he can get the silence on all of them. Do they want to turn? Yeah, they do. All 4 hit with the call down combined. Nico and Moon. Triple kill for Somnus. And Raging Potato and Ninja Boogie. They may be there just to give him the remaining ones. Homing missiles available. Raging Potato TPing out in the tree lines. Ninja Boogie will not be so lucky, so there's the ultra kill for Somnus.
What was Moon expecting?
I don't know.
He kept running for the gyro with a Tide literally next to him. And got turned on. Man, Mineski were kind of making a comeback here in this game. I'm saying comeback. They weren't that far behind.
Here's our moment from before with the shackle that comes from the Wind Ranger, Raging
Nice
Potato.
shackle. He's holding the Fire Blast, waiting for the Soul Bind. Now he wants to do it. He gets stunned up first, but there's the multicast on both heroes in that Soul Bind. Yeah, and this was super good for Mineski. They were starting to fall a little bit behind the game, and you know the matchup of Terrorblade is very hard in this game. And then this overextension just lost them all that they gained and more.
Oh, here they go again. KP just being stun controlled. It's FY using his own abilities against him.
Man, they are dropping the ball hard right now. They're just dying for no gain.
Yeah, something's not right.
Over and over again.
Something is definitely not right. God, and FY's gonna have a Blink Dagger real soon too. Once this arrives, like, I don't think there's any positioning that Mineski's able to win. You're getting your first combat item for Nico. It's taken a while because he went the hand of Midas. But actually, did he? He bought it, then he sold it. He had armor, and then he sold it. And now he's actually going to die up on the way. The Fiend's Grip from X Nova controls him.
Man, they just keep...
He was switching to Radiance, and yeah. It's like Mineski is just not ready, and now FY walks in. Does the Boogie. He's just sitting under the tier 2 tower after 3 heroes. We're looking for the hunt.
Hello? They just walk back 5 steps. Next guy comes in. Oh, they left. Next guy comes in. Oh, now they definitely left. Guys, they're not leaving, okay? What is happening?
Oh, and Moon dies up on top.
Got
Ame.
soloed by Ame. This is all falling apart.
Yeah.
LGD with a chat wheel spam. They're feeling good right now. They know that Mineski has given them a really big advantage now.
We'll go back into the Armored on Lifestealer. It's like, okay, guys, maybe I'm not going to ever get my Radiance. We need to fight right now. He's still got Radiance queued up, though. God, they're just so far behind on all of their heroes. Like good Death Prophet, the one that has to stay alive in the fight. The only upside is if she's got a Yule Scepter. Now's the play from Mineski. Can they counter this? Power Shot gets good information. Roshan still dying quickly. Raging Potato, does he? No, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's literally nothing. They can't jump in. They can't take Roshan. They can't steal anything. They can just watch it.
They just are terrible. They might give it to the Gyro. He's 11-0.
Yeah, but Jared is also just completing of a BKB. So maybe they feel like he's got a lot more life in him. But then you've got Terrorblade with Bent and 3 Wraith Bands. He's actually closing in on Skadi.
Yeah, man, Terrorblade's a transformation hero, though. I think when you have another carry, I like the Gyro. That would have also been a really good Aegis.
You just bait with Chalice. Hey Chalice, you just want to jump in there, see if you can get some abilities on you, make him fear your Ravage. Suicide yourself off and then come back and Ravage.
I would not have given it to the Tide, I think. No.
I'm just thinking this game's gotten so clowny right now that LGD can do anything they want with the Aegis and it won't matter.
But yeah, honestly, even putting it on Tide is not that. I think it's about whether Gyro was better than Turbo. But either way, LGD know what they're doing. It's very apparent in this series.
The shrapnel to deal with the refraction. Now, could be ready to play aggressive, and if those side blades certainly trade the damage back pretty nicely.
I feel like Gabby's gonna have a really hard time bottom. He's gone for Orb of Venom build so he can stick on top of the Centaur a lot and give all those extra rifles. But the way that they started out, look at this, he's already getting pressured so much from these two. There's a Bassi on this Lina. Lina's hitting for 67 damage every time he gets a right click onto this left, and there's no protection.
Good top. Yeah, they've good attempt on Puppy. 6 sticky napalm stacks. He's got the stick charge though. That will be enough to allow him to back off, let those sticky stacks removed. How's the CS looking? 5 for 1, 6 for 1. Very even between the two. For them salving up. Just covering the area with shrapnel, making it a bit harder for get in and rely on keep fraction stacks up. Removed pretty immediately by those shrapnel ticks.
Gabby can't farm. He can't get a single last hit bottom. He has 2. Zai's just giving him the right click. Yapsor also giving him the right click. There's nothing a Magnus can do.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This lane is really problematic for TNC. Top, they're putting a little bit of pressure on, but now he's getting turned on. Cuckoo might actually just go down here. There's another stun from mid one in a second, and he's just dead. These lanes are going really poorly right now, except for that mid lane for TNC. They have that going for them, but
well, I mean,
he might actually also go down too. Oh my god, there's another shrapnel. He commits it, and he gets the kill. All 3 lanes.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Drafting issues, laning issues. This is not how TNC wanted to start this game.
This is a tough one here already off that first one. Puppy being chased down. Tims won't even be able to close the gap here. They're turning, setting up here. Turn on to Tims. Yapsor and Zai continuing the pressure onto Gabby. Also bottom, dropping him low. And he has no regen. How much do they have? They have a salve left on AU, but This is looking already pretty brutal in these. I think Armel is going to have to be the X factor here. Two side lanes already look so devastating.
And he is that hero that can be. You know, he's still trading farm very well with Nisha, and he will obviously have that opportunity to head into the jungles, get those camps, ancient camps, and still hit his item timings, even if he does get heavily bullied out by Nisha's sniper. After he's done that, he is going to have to make a lot happen across the map.
Bottom lane. Gabby, he's getting a couple last hits here now under the tower. Yep, so can he just chase around AU? AU, maybe he tries to set up here for a skewer, but he gets stunned up here. And uh-oh, damage coming into play. AU.
Right-clicking down, AU does get the skewer under the tower, but AU will dive for Gabby.
Gabby also.
He's got to be careful. In fact, he's dead. Secret get the two of them. The disaster continues for TNC.
This lane is over, this bottom lane. Like, they can't lane versus this at all. The Centaur hits way too hard. Lina hits way too hard as well. They've got the double stuns. They're high-fiving each other. They're feeling themselves. Lifestealer, Gabby, 7 last hits. Doesn't even bring any more regen to the lane either. They still only have 1 salve down bottom. They have in here. You know, mid and top, not going so poorly, but bottom is a total.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Shadow Poison stacks up. Bit of stack on stack action here, really. Shadow Poisons against the sticky napalm.
They
Cuckoo
lift the wave as well.
starting to dive in onto Puppey with the Firefly will do it. Cuckoo able to get in and get the first kill for TNC this game.
Very nicely done, Glyph, for that creep to survive so they don't get the tower aggro switch. Do that dive. Shout AU through.
At the same time, even though Gabby, they had the tough start down bottom, he's keeping on par with the CS of mid one.
Yeah.
On the opposite side of the map.
He does have a death, though. He's able to at least pick up the chainmail. At least he has a little bit more armor versus that high physical damage coming in. Secret just non-stop trying to throw dodge at him. The rage, send him. They're actually just sending AU to go just make some stacks. This is just like, okay, I obviously can't help. Gotta do something.
Yeah, because I mean, with TSC's lineup, one thing they can do is they can come back in
yeah, they can
empowered Lifestealer, the TA, Sideblades. There's creep killing that can be done after the laning stage, so catch-up potential will be there if the time is given to them by Secret. See how Secret fast they play. So they've certainly got cores that are very speedy running this safe lane bench, and that to a certain point mid one's going to be constantly on the lookout to rotate and make plays with the rest of his lineup.
Yeah, mid one and Zai are definitely going to be ones around to kill. Zai is level 6 already, so they have Stampede available. Something else they do have to watch out for on the side of TNC if they look to make any aggressive moves. Far up, yep, sorry. Trading hits 2 with Tim's.
Lane managed to find Cuckoo. Stampede used to help them finish off the kill. Cuckoo will fall, and indeed, it's just 7 minutes in. Zai taking the bottom tier 1 tower. A very, very quick timing.
He's gonna be a tanky one, and he's already. Like we were mentioning, he's probably going for the Crimson Guard build this game. Once he bursts both of that TA as well as that Lifestealer.
Oh,
do that
they're in.
early.
Got the skewer here. Mid wants TP to be cancelled. As Cuckoo and AU come back to the top lane, and will be able to kill off the Venge.
Very nice. Very needed. Gabby's gonna need a magnitudes of space from team to catch back up as this matchup. Like we said, it's not a great Lifestealer game because they opened up with it, so Secret was allowed to prepare everything else to deal with this Lifestealer, and he even did have the Shadow Demon in the opener versus him.
Swaps, disruptions, stampedes, everything to kite the Lifestealer.
Yeah. And in the overall aspect of the game, like Centaur in the lane, sure, you see Lexio is great versus it, but overall, like Stampede very strong, and a Centaur who's off to this type of start
Is under attack.
packs a punch.
He hits much harder than the lifestealer.
Yeah.
Can't trade hits, even with that lifesteal.
Yeah, and we see, like I was mentioning, he's got the Ring of Health, he's got the Chainmail, so like you can expect, he's going for Crimson.
They'll give Puppey the lane for a little bit. There's 6 online.
Both teams warding at the exact same time here in the TNC jungle, so either of them actually spotted each other. Literally placed identical timing. Elbow for Team Secret here, so as they lose their Shadow Demon, and then Cuckoo again with a beautiful play steps forward and catches the two heroes.
Being able to take the sniper out with that RP, stopping any sort of backup damage being thrown in from the back lines, it all falls into place for TNC.
And Gabby's back. FaZe, he finished the Midas right before that fight, and now he has 1800 plus that Bloodlust and that Empower.
And Hunting, they will be able to swap back AU before he's able to skewer away to safety. They'll catch the mag.
Wasn't too bright.
And they're really prioritizing this tower. The Puppy's even pinging it out again. He's like, we're killing this tower. We're checking to see if they have wards around here now too. He will be able to get this one. This tower is HP.
And this time, they do have the Stampede, as you can see. They can afford to sort of push like that and know that they will be able to reliably at least get the majority of their heroes out. Top lane, Armel sees the space for a free tier 1.
Yeah, the tower was 10 HP anyway, so it actually just dies to the Battalion as I walks into it. And he has the Crimson, like you said, Stampede's available, Crimson Guard, they're much stronger in this upcoming. He has, but TNC also. Approaching that Desolator.
Dire's top tower
Even
is under attack.
plus will show that, 47 to 53.
Cuckoo. Very close to getting swapped by mid one there.
It's not an easy start to the game for TNC.
No, not at all.
Not, all three lanes were
Dire's
pretty
top
rough.
tower is under attack.
They have that catch-up mechanics.
Mid one's just going to be playing as that, like, I'm buffing my sniper role. FaZe the Vlad's going to become drum as well, so he just wants to be that big steroid for damage emblem.
More fuel for the fire.
Could they back up for sure? I mean, YapzOr's still bottom at the tier 3. Keep. He's taking it.
He's tanky enough. Defensive disruption from Puppy. TNC now having to start to back away. There'll be the swap back. Gabby's caught in deep as Gabby will fall. The rest of TNC do get out of there, but losing Gabby, not really ideal there for TNC on the front. Secret do respond with the full 5 of them coming in to turn that one around.
Definitely a bit ambitious to go on him right next to the tower there, and you see he has the Crimson Guard. You know how tanky Zai is there.
Yeah, you're not killing him well.
Yeah. It's surprising to see Gabby also being the one to like full commit forward. So he's the one who can risk the die. Like we said, the Demonic Purge, we saw it in play right there. Pops Rage, doesn't matter, gets slowed enough.
And he is going for the Radiant spill, so you know, you'd expect that he would rather prioritize just hitting that Relic time.
Under attack.
Be knocked back a little bit from it.
Quite a bit here. No Stampede available again here for Secret Top as they just used it. They're looking to turn this.
Are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Instead, considers the game. Gabby TPing over to tier 2. Tower falls. Zai able to get the last hit with the retaliate.
Ooh, almost got it. Really needed that Blink Dagger so they can get the catch and hope. This particular just be saves. They still have to be very careful as mid one. He's almost level 12. Getting those easy swaps to hit the level 2 is just... They are poised maybe to look for, have a setup here for a Roshan. They have Avenge, so they have those auras, and then they also, I believe, I saw Nisha queued up a Desolator. He's going for just straight raw damage on this snipe. They can easily look to set up for a Rosh if they get it. Play in. Taking away a Rosh from a TA draft is always a bit of a worry. Size blink.
Are scanning.
Very soon here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I think it's also now done for TNC, both on Cuckoo and Armel.
I thought you were gonna say. Wait,
actually, no, sorry, not on Cuckoo. James Robb, he had pretty much the money for the blink, but he's favoring the Force Staff this game rather than getting the blink burst.
It's probably because he's playing versus the Venge and the Shadow Demon. There's just so many different types of. Even if Venge isn't in position to swap, you pop Stampede and then he runs into position.
Hunting Cuckoo. Despite they get a jump inside, he's managed to get in the Who Stop, followed Light Strike Ray. He gets in the back, he gets the RP to lock them down, and Cuckoo, he lives! He gets out of there, the smoke as well, to stop the Assassinate from going through, as Cuckoo survives.
4-man RP but no follow-up to be able to sit, but he does save at least. But now this is going to be like, all right, we got Roche now.
Oh, it's a sweet disengage, and I don't know whose smoke that was, but someone just saved Cuckoo's bacon. Who was the smoke? Was it Tim's with the smoke?
I think it was.
Displayed.
Right?
Gets assassinated, smoke, bam.
There's Tim's.
Into the shadows he goes. Tim's
Now
with the smoke save.
DD Nisha, they've got all this damage to TNC. They're positioned around this area here.
Roshan's getting low. See if they can get in. Light Tracker Ray catches the two of them. Cuckoo's still watching from the side. They'll try and turn though. Tim's, they've got the damage with the blast. Mid-one's out. Gabby's still alive. Up to the high ground into AU. AU keeping him safe. AU is trying to skew it back here. He's holding on to it for now. Mid-one will buy back for this Roshan fight. TNC still forcing Secret to be very careful how they go about finishing it. Secret are going to try and continue. They'll look towards Tim's. Tim's on the front. He's caught out by the magic missile. Tim's immediate buyback. No hesitation to get back in the game. Secret continuing to focus down Roche. Cuckoo, he swapped in. He's under Roche. The clap comes out. Gabby moves in with the range. Poppy's hailed off to the side. He's got a disruptor to keep him safe. They excused in. Looking for Nisha. Roche is low. The stun's out. Fire blast onto Yapso. Yapso, two-man light trap and arm out. In with the hit. The meld hit takes him out. Buyback from Yapso. There's no buyback available for Zai. No buyback available for Cuckoo. But TNC, they're in the pit. They'll get the Roche. They'll get the Aegis. They'll look towards Midbot. Midbot's in trouble. This would be a dieback. He tries to turn, but he's surrounded. Midbot will fall dead for 70 seconds, and Gabby's not done. He's onto the Shadow Demon. Puppy's out. He's looking for more. Yapso's gone as well. 4 dead on Secret. TNC take the lead.
Oh my god, they're actually able to force them out of the pit there, reset everything, and just close the gap. Just too much damage coming out. The sniper's still too squishy. He can't actually commit forward to do anything. Anisha just had to run away because they just committed straight to the pit there. Oh my god, they get that rush. And the Radiant's finished with the Aegis and another 1,500 gold now for Gabby.
And Secret, they are running a carry bench. This is a hero that can't, it will fall off.
Middle tower has fallen.
Especially if you buy back die.
Your game grinds to a halt. Look at his farm. I can't see it. Where's his farm? It's not there. Mid one. Falling behind.
Falling behind so that's such a crucial situation there. This area, absolutely everything. You see how many wards they committed. Look at Secret. They put 2 wards down just to watch both sides, just trying to make sure that they can try to successfully get this Roche, but TNC relentlessly throwing bodies.
And you know, I think TNC, they took your advice fault. I asked you at the start of the series, how do you beat Secret? You say you play your own Dota. This draft from TNC,
this is TNC,
I don't think this draft should work. But the matter of the fact is, this is the heroes that TNC are confident on. A Gabby Lifestealer, an Arm LTA, and a Cuckoo Bat.
Yeah,
These 3 heroes, they are countered by Secret's lineup. But it doesn't matter, because this is what TNC do.
Yeah, Cuckoo's had a spectacular performance before on this Bat Rider, just building up for the tank, building up for getting into the front lines, rather than going for that Blink Dagger. He doesn't go for the armor build this game, he went for the Spell Amp, because he wanted to just do a little be that, because he's the only magic damage on his team, he wants to be able to at least do that. But yeah, he's just running in, charging in, starting the fights for his team. Causing havoc. A bit of a panic.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, doesn't take the 300 health down either. He's going because he wants to be that magic damage for his team. Flame break duration too. I've seen like some arguments. It's like you either take, either take the right side talent or you take the left side on those. The armor and then. Number on top.
The jump onto Cuckoo, nuked down by the Laguna Blade. They'll get one. Secret get more out of this. They'll look for Tim's. Tim's starting to separate himself from the team. Buyback from Cuckoo. He's boxing up as well towards the creeps. Wants to get back in, but Tim's will fall. Yapso's in trouble though. Gabby on top of the 2 of them, and now they're towards Midbot and Armel. He's chasing down the backlines. BK's being popped. He's focusing down the sniper. He kills off Nisha. Looks to Zai. Slowed down. Drag back as well by the shockwave. Zai. He's trying to run away. AU. He's not messing around. RP down on Zai. Triple kill for Armel. Midbot's going for the TPR. He'll manage to escape, but he's the only one to survive on Secret as again, TNC taking every single team fight. I don't know if Secret can come back into this.
It really doesn't feel like it. They seem to just being able to get on top of Nisha every single time there. They lost the Bat Rider, but like you said, Cuckoo, he pops the glyph, Boots travels on the creep wave, they can't kill the creep, he's able to join the fight, get on top of them there, and Secret had to blow absolutely everything to kill him there.
Now it's 23 minutes.
It's a Rex.
TNC's lineup is the one that's pushing high ground, taking a Rex. Despite 10 minutes ago, it was Secret trying to play the fast-paced Dota, but TNC, they're able to punish them, slow their game down, And it's going to be ever so hard for Secret to get this lineup back on track.
Surge of momentum there. Kind of expected, right, with the TA. Once you get a couple of these kills rolling, once they get a couple of these fights, they're able to easily push up toward that high ground and get that Rex. Yeah, Secret, they're gonna have to find some type of method of recovery here. Gonna just have to sit back behind each other. So, I mean, mid one, he's now a glorified support.
Is under attack.
He really is.
And Zai, who's having this incredible start, right? Super farmed in this game. He's 2-4-11. He's also been getting caught out here. So we're gonna see this one again as they blow everything to kill Cuckoo. We see Zai, he commits forward to try to protect this Gabby. During the demonic purge, he's able to still commit onto mid one.
I mean, and look at this one. Tim's just throwing his body. He just
Yep.
makes a beeline straight towards Nisha. So Nisha has to shoot him, and Nisha doesn't have the opportunity to focus on any of the bigger kills, the bigger cores. And it buys that time. Tim's with the selfless play. Tim's certainly impressing this game.
A couple times, right? Even around the Roche pit, he just walked in and died for his
His
team.
positioning, the places in which he dies, they're perfect.
Now, vested up on Armel. They're jumping for Yaxor. He's just dead. Deleted.
Oh my goodness, Secret, they've got to run. The hunt is on. Midwood tries for a TP, quickly cancels it. Says, I'll take the walk back home instead of taking the TP ride. The Stampede will get him back to the high ground.
Gabby, that was actually pretty close. Oh,
He's fine, he's got an arm.
dude,
He's got the toggles, bro.
I think he just hit like, that looked like a 1 HP. He popped the rage late.
There wasn't that. We probably should have replay.
He was really low. That was a little bit scary.
It
because
wasn't that low, was it?
Aegis timed out as they were going for that play. That was actually kind of close for Secret to get him there. So now Secret also, they should be aware that they actually haven't dewarded this base ward yet, but with the way they jumped Yapsor, you have to imagine they know that's there.
Taking him out, yeah.
Yeah, they put down
Let's have a look.
Let's see. Pretty look. Look, Demonic Purge pops. Right? Demonic Purge pops, Assassinate hits 15!
15.
15, that was close.
It's low.
That was close.
I mean, Gabby was like, well, yeah, I was fine, I'm fine.
He probably didn't expect the Assassinate and the Purge to hit at the exact same time,
Sure.
so he looked like he was not yet popping the rage.
And this game entirely rests on Nisha's ability to hold high ground as a sniper. But it's all on him. It really is. There's Zai's. You know, so Zai is still relatively farmed, but it's hard for him as a Centaur to sort of make up for the fact that in Secret they've only really got one carry.
Yeah.
Mid one is out of the game.
They've got a lot of things to amplify him, right? They're even building their solo crest on Yapsor, but both Yapsor and Zai, who had that fantastic time bottom, they've been slowed down so hard. Everyone also
TNC.
top. They're look
Leader strike again. AU with the blink.
mag. They
Got
still
that
have
ward
the
still.
ward
This
in
is
the
giving,
base.
it's giving them so much vital information. Cuckoo, he's looking for Nisha. He's in with the force down. So he'll be there with the counter play. Armel, he's going to jump in. Look for the backline. Straight on to Puppy. Puppy has the disruption to hold him back. Puppy will be able to get away. AU looks for the RP. Won't be able to find it. Stewart's in. Gets swapped back. AU swapped in underneath the tier 4 towers. They'll kill off both AU and Cuckoo. This was a dive too far from TNC.
Tim's also.
As Tim's, he's found as well. Secret will shut down the offensive.
He still didn't have the blink dagger on the back. That was one of the most ambitious plays I've seen actually from Kuhn this one. He just force-staffed, like he was trying to go for the grab there.
I mean, the TNC fans out there will recognize that's a bit of the old school TNC showing up.
That one was
The
way
little
too
bit of a,
overzealous.
come on TNC, come on now. That's not the play.
Yeah, that one was just way too far forward here. That's a little bit of a crawl back there for Secret. They're gonna take as much as they can from that. 45 seconds, no Bat Rider. They know the Bat used buyback earlier, so they're gonna take as much as they can out of it. Pushing far forward. As a full butterfly was finished for Nisha now too. He's still packing a punch.
He is. He needs to. As I say, he's got to make up for a lot of the lackings of the team around him at the moment.
Yeah.
So they still do remain 11k behind.
They still do hit absurdly hard, right? But they still do have mid one he has 40 armor on the bench, so he's still very tanky too. And
Not a
he's
lot of
sitting
HP though.
Yeah, not a lot of HP, but he just has to sit next to the sniper. The sniper will be doing insane amounts of damage. Plus over 300. Especially once we start getting more levels coming out on the bench. Since level 16, we start seeing more Auras get leveled up.
Ding, 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 motherfucker!
Really look to make too many of those more mistakes though on TNC. Sure, they still have an 11k gold lead, which they're still pretty comfortable in this game, but he's going for the BKB. Still no blink. Said he'll probably get it afterwards, eventually. Because that vengeance still hard. BKB will at least protect him now a lot versus all this the stun and disables that have kind of been bringing him down. He's still very low armor, only 12 armor on the bat, but this is going to allow him to like commit a lot more forward and do the damage inside. Full AC now finished on Lifestealer. So much minus armor.
That landing stage is just a distant memory, really. Gabby is perfectly farmed, but missing.
Is that ward with full duration? They're gonna look back and
I mean,
I can't believe we didn't deward that.
That ward did sort of bait.
It did bait. It did.
It baited a bad play.
It did.
So maybe see it's the 500 IQ player. It's like, well, we'll leave this here because TNC's probably gonna throw. That was a little bit of the case there with that last jump from TNC, but you learn from your mistakes, and it's likely that TNC won't be as over-aggressive with their jumps anymore in this game.
So impressive to see the last
Dire's
verticals.
bottom tower is under attack.
The bottom side, a little bit of a safer one. Secure themselves some bounties as well. So as we said, Yapzor, he went for the medallion build after that Aether Lens. He's going back for the, like we said, Solar Crest, as we've been seeing him do a lot of these just 4-position by Solar Crest. Just boost your carry.
Doesn't matter what hero you're on, just buying the good items.
Yeah. So that's going to be, throw everything on Sniper and just pray that Nisha can carry you, as they're still falling further and further behind, as this time TNC is the ones dictating the pace of the game after that early game, and they're controlling the map very nicely.
Man, they're going to take this Roshikan very easily.
Yeah.
There's no chance. Secret getting out for this. 3 Aegis from TNC.
Double Bloodlust, double Empowered, of course.
They're making sure there wasn't going to be a surprise jump. Stun from any. There's a secret there, holding themselves down, bottom together.
Bringing out the Lina. It's an SD illusion.
Fall for it.
They know it's an illusion. They have traps all over the place, so great. We might see them actually. I don't know if they're gonna buy a gem now, but we might see them buy one once. Traps are really causing a bit of a problem. Hold on, Sentry.
And see there, a better interest is this tier 2 down bottom. At least have all 3 lanes pressured in really before trying a base jump again.
Yeah.
To go for the smoke movement down here out of Roche, just in case they caught any of Secret outside the map. The Secret there, they're just holding themselves right by the Ancient.
Like you said last game, right? They're just trying to, they look at their lineup and they have great ways to scale. They have the Bloodlust, they have the Empower for both cores, and you look at Secrets, they only have technically, I guess, the single core, even though they're gonna be really buffed up and all that. They're probably looking, they're like, we can play this carefully. Push the towers, take the shrines, farm the map, get ourselves all their next big items.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Tier 2's taken. Lane now exposed. Pushing in against Secret.
Probably their next timing is a double MKB timing on TNC, where then they can come forward and not have to worry about Nisha's butterfly. Do have it queued up, and they will just continue that map and trap inside it.
This lead 18,000. Shep. The Satanic complete.
Took the knockback talent.
It
kind of makes sense versus Lifestealer and T. It's all about him.
That extra little bit of peel the been the one to look for him with the RP, at least now with that status resistance there. That chance that the stun will wear off and turn, hold his ground and heal back up.
The one scary thing is that they know that Armel has neither of the saves. He has a BKB, but he has no Aegis, no Cheese TA. It's the Lifestealer with both of them. Here they're getting all these items out. You see the MKB finish on Lifestealer, MKB TA, and also the Bat Rider Blink. Got these 3 big items coming together. This could be where they try to...
Sort of the way they've been playing right TNC. It's always been Gabby, AU jumping in, forcing the fight. It's sort of left for Armel to jump in and pick apart the pieces after the rest of his team's committed. So Armel's very rarely been the focus of Secret's damage, as TNC have just been able to throw everything else in the faces of Secret first.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower.
That damage definitely gets applied. Even though he has 40 armor, you're seeing how much the bench does buff up that sniper.
Sure, you know, despite the lead that TNC have, they do still have to be very careful. This is Team Secret, a team that he hasn't lost a lot of games.
And we've been seeing a lot of comebacks.
And
we've been seeing mega creep comebacks aplenty, and this is a 20k deficit still, but
You gotta be careful.
Gotta be careful at TI. High ground is still a dude.
And so you want to go for it. Cuckoo just making sure that top half of the map is shoved in as well.
Constantly now just throwing Lotus Orbs up well on top of Nisha, just making sure to protect him. Even if he just walked out to use the minus, and they're like, wait, don't go. Okay, now you can go. Lotus Orb you. That Aegis, they have about 50 seconds left on it for TNC. They're still just sitting outside, camping on top of high ground. And bounty runes. Getting that gold. And now they do have double catapult wave. Clear those, it's going to push heavily onto the side of Secret. TA traps in the mid lane. Tim's was telling him to pop them. Pinging on those traps in mid.
Secret using the SD illusions to release some sort of information. Is obviously unable themselves to get out on the map and drop walls themselves. The map's completely blind.
Yep, they're trapped. They're blind.
Gonna start
starting
to move out top. Yep, so.
Okay.
Away with this way. They know that Cuckoo's sort of been playing this top half of the map.
Fire. They're gonna put down some vision.
Yeah, get some vision out.
Saw him for a second there. They saw the attack. He get the BKB off in time. He gets the blink and the B. Okay, he doubles it. Just in case.
Just in case.
No
just
worry.
in case there was a blink in the river, you know, play it safe. Play it safe. Press all the buttons. He did.
Dire's bottom tower
He
is
lives.
under attack.
It worked. TNC, of course, to sweep back up there. The Secret's forced back to their base.
And if that ward gets taken out, they did place. The Bat Rider does have the gem on this. That one ward, that Secret did, that one little bit of information they had is now gone.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's getting this up. It's actually like right next to it. It's surprising to see that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Patience, and see.
They're just sticking all near each other. Just don't let anybody stay alone, because that's where it sucked off from like a Venge swap or just a quick catch. Together.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
At this point, it probably is just going to be a wait till the next Roche, TNC.
Yeah,
there's no reason at all to push before the Roche is up again.
You're out farming them in every aspect, right? You're farming 3 lanes, you're farming both jungles,
Go for the next Roche.
and you're getting the bounties.
It's going to be what the actual refresher, so.
Look at this, the circle's drawn. Look at Cuckoo. He's like, that's probably a farm the whole map circle. That's what I would have to imagine it's got.
I mean, what are they hoping for, do you think? Getting an axe, giving it to Cuckoo?
Just everybody get next set of items. Why not? You have such a big lead, keep growing it.
Whoa.
You've got Secret trapped in the base. How's our levels look? Mid one, he has, okay, so mid one is level 18, almost has AC.
Finally got that AC.
Yeah, Rich has it done. He's, we said, glorified support. But yeah, level 18, so 1,000 range now for the swap as well. The next one, of course, that goal, as you see, when it's brought up, that level 20, of course. He does get it. So, how are we looking at these goals? Okay, so we have a 27k gold lead. How's our experience? Yep. 20k experience lead. Let's see what the Dota Plus. We haven't glanced at the Dota Plus this time around.
Dota Plus knows. I mean, they know.
It.
This game should be TNC's. They continue to play it out like this. Wait for the Roche. Grab all the items from it. there's very small chance the Secret can spin it round. They does sort of have to rely on TNC making mistakes. For the most part, TNC haven't. There was sort of the one bit of a blunder where they jumped in mid.
There is still just a crazy...
Now they're just so far ahead. They're even further. When they made that mistake, they were like 12k ahead. Now they're 28k gold ahead.
There still is a ridiculous amount of damage that you cannot overlook on the side of Secret. That is the one thing they have to be careful of.
They've just got to try and get someone on the sniper.
Yeah.
Get someone on Nisha. I mean, what Nisha's saving up the money. I mean, he's close to 25. You get that attack range talent, you can sit back with a Divine Rapier.
Yep. And they all, but the
you know what I mean? There's got to be that temptation. I mean, obviously he hasn't bought anything yet because he can't get to the Secret shop, so he cannot even buy any of the parts of the Scotty. Which I mean, that in itself is going to be a bit of a challenge. I don't know how they're going to be able to get to the Secret shop.
It has to be off of a fight.
Or you have to just run the courier top of the map and go to the enemy Secret shop.
That's probably why you.
That's the only way you do it.
That's probably why we see TNC just camped around this area. They're probably
Exactly,
they can't pick anything up. We got this whole area controlled.
They TNC don't have any vision on that route, you know what I mean, if they do send the courier top and down.
So you got the swap, quick BKB. Will be okay.
Yeah, he did, as you say, did actually get swapped in, but was able to BKB blink before damage comes through.
Now you have to keep track. You're like, okay, that's one swap. They only have one swap charge right now for the next about, what, 70 seconds or so. Or wanted to try to get some type of, get a bounty run or something for themselves, but not.
Roche is up, so they'll head over. It's not going to be the Axe, it's going to be a Refresher shard. I feel
they have a Magnus. Like that's pretty cool too, and a Bat Rider.
I feel like you probably would rather it being an Aghanim's for the Bat double lasso at this stage rather than...
I got shard a bit more.
Like the double RP more? Okay.
Sure, you use it, so Axe
but it requires you to get in and get that RP, which is still very hard against Secret's lineup.
But now they've got Aegis, they've got Cheese.
We'll see, maybe indeed you can make the big game.
They're smoked forward. They find mid one.
Everyone's caught out. What's the rest of Secret's reaction going to be? They're still caught out outside the base. Armor's able to jump in on Puppy. They take the two of them. Buyback from Puppy comes in.
He gets the courier out. Yeah, he's actually able to get the courier out during all that. He buys the Ice Scotty.
It's going to be the Slutty, not going first.
Jump forward, the RP.
Oh! He's got the once. He's not a reflect, but indeed he's stunned. They've got the kill though. That's a dieback on Puppy. If they can jump in for more, Firefly to knock back Zai. Cuckoo has to be careful how deep he goes. So get out of there. So that's the first RP down. Did use the shard, not get the chance to get it off. Would have maybe got both the kills rather than just the one if was successful with the second RP. But quick play from Yapso with that light strike to stop the second one coming in.
He hesitated for sure. He RP'd, kind of stood around for a second. He didn't want to just fresh RP instantly. I think
he wanted to try and as you say, maybe getting a bit greedy, trying to get the maximum duration. Gabby's trying to support, but Anisha.
Scotty slow. Coming into play here. He forced to infest.
No, looking away. They've got Tims though. Tims is isolated on the side. Tims will fall. Armel's still looking at trying to get in. He's going to look towards Mimble. Mimble goes with the magic missile. They managed to take the Aegis out of the hands of the He's still up there. Lasso drags it back. Mimble falls. Zai turns towards Armel. They can get these kills. Here's Nisha just trying to hold his ground, but Gabby with the rage heads for Yapso. Yapso's dead. Nisha, Zai, they're turning to stop. Gabby's in trouble. Gabby's up down. It's Nisha with the triple kill, and he may not be done yet. The multi cards come out, but it was Lotus on. Nisha's ready to turn. He looks to Cuckoo. That's going to be enough to kill. He's not done yet. Stepping forward. He's just shooting the ball. Nisha, he's got a goddamn gun inside. Still the rampage, Zai. Come on, Zai. Come on. That's just not cool, man. But dude, get them all.
Look how much gold he just got. He just finished Ice Scotty. He has 7,500 gold. Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no. TNC.
Oh man.
Oh no.
They still have this big lead, but Nisha, look at the damage he is able to do.
In 56 seconds.
They couldn't actually stick on him. He just sat in the back, able to peek the whole time.
Just his ground.
And the thing is also, sure, mid one dies, he buyback dies, but his illusion was still alive, so it's still providing the aura. That extra damage that is still provided from himself is still going on to Nisha during the
pushing back. There's two heroes dead without buyback on TNC.
Cuckoo spent his gold on the Octarine, and it does not inch forward. Nisha will get a little bit of damage, but he's being careful still. Doesn't know that those buybacks aren't available.
Losing a fight with Aegis, a 28k gold lead. That's not great. Gabby, they are to run down sort of the back line as the supports, but Nisha, he just sits there. I think his hands are off the keyboard.
No, he clicks Titanic here, and Shrapnel, so that's not true. No, he's able to just literally just peep everybody with all the space given. That Venge illusion still just buffing him up.
That's a bit of a question mark for Zai right there, I'll be honest. Nisha,
It didn't even look like he attacked though. It looked like he was still like an animation of the attack.
he's a very silent lad, but you can know in that moment,
He doesn't
he
care about
roared
the
at
kill.
Zai. Deal with that.
That's. I mean, this is pretty significant though. Now Zai also has a full heart, so this front line is super okay side of Secret now too.
Yep.
He's also now level 25. Duration that we picked up as long duration stuns coming in, 4.25 seconds. Nisha, full Mjolnir now.
Oh my goodness.
Mid one about to be level 20. Up with Aghanims as well as expected on the Venge, so he's just all about being able to buff up his buddy.
The Nisha sniper. Again, this is sort of a similar feel to like when Nisha's combat in the past before in his Deuce. You know what I mean? It's these sort of heroes that he just carries the game out. So what do we got?
He took the magic missile cooldown instead on mid one, instead of going for the Vengeance. Sorry, it works really well with your Aghanims if you're able to get it too, because you're just able to shoot 3-second cooldown missiles. It's probably overall the better talent, because it's just insane how strong its synergizes. You get your level 20. Bottom, the bounties. Secret can actually push those out forward here.
Zai's gonna jump in. And you going light strike down to them. Gavin just get the range up close towards Zai, but they've lost AU. Ice back immediately. Zai's He's stuck. Gabby gets able to jump inside Armel, gets slid to the side with the 4-star. Back off. Buyback is having to use.
Oh, they actually can't kill Zai when he jumps in like that.
Oh, he's too tanky.
He's way too tanky. They get the disruption.
Tanky. They have a 24k lead, but they are struggling, TNC.
To be able to get in the back line somehow, but there's just so many, like we said in the beginning of the draft, there's a lot of saves, and they've been making... You has to be able to land some of RP. He's not... They're focusing a lot of attention on him.
Tim's, I'm pretty sure that's how he feels right now. Ah! This game, the frustration's got to be there for TNC. They crushed the mid game. They have built an incredible lead, but still they are struggling to push high ground. At this point, they're struggling to even get close to the high ground. Secret, they're able to get outside of the base now, as they know that these team fights, they absolutely can go Secret's way.
Should have what, the constant Firefly as well with that. But yeah, he has the perfect Firefly now. Pretty much ready for himself too, so he'll always be able to go. They're still just trying to farm the map, but yeah, like you said, Secret, they've gotten themselves outside. So now they can at least control the bottom side. We see they've put heavy amount of ward emphasis, tons of obs wards and sentries just needing vision for the fight.
Top tower is under attack.
He's set up Zai. He's putting forward pretty far, Zai. He's got him 2 seconds. They're hunting. He's popping the Stampede to try to kite them out
He
here.
knows they're coming. Can they find him?
He's sneaky. Is Cuckoo gonna get him?
Oh, nice. Out of this.
So it's very close for him dying. I mean, he does not.
Very close.
He doesn't have buyback either.
Right.
He did clear out the double catapult wave.
Find some way on getting on top of Sniper and killing him, but there's sort of all the saves that we talked about Secret having that they didn't really get to do too much with in the mid game. They're getting to do a lot with them now. The stampedes, the disruptions, the swaps, all this sort of chaos makes it very hard for TNC to reliably deal with the Sniper in these fights. Yeah.
Lotus Orbs, Crimson Guards, there's everything. Solar Crests, just all these different things. They've been having stats now finished up on Yapsor. A little bit of stat for everybody. Anything to just protect Nisha.
Nisha here. Pharmacy, Nisha, fuck up, kill it, and the creeps killed.
We're seeing a similar thing coming out from Secret as TNC did in the last time. Playing on that right side. They're playing on the high ground while Radiant, they're on the left. And now Secret, they're smoking up though.
He jumped in. Mid-1 gets the swap out. The BKB will be quick, but Nisha's starting to hit onto him. The rest of TNC are coming in. Alan's trying to focus for Zai. He's able to get the stun on Alan. AU holding on to the RP for now. He can't get in. There'll be a buyback from Cuckoo. Secret, Crimson Guard buffed out. They cannot kill Zai. Zai far too beefy. Mid-1 is the only one to fall on Secret. And then the jump Cuckoo. The buyback. He is able to get grab and kill him in time. They're focusing Nisha. Nisha slides down low ground, but they killed the Sniper. TNC, that's the big kill. They need to open up the fight for them to move over and clean up the rest of Secret. Cuckoo, Tim's on top of Yapso. Yapso trying for the TP out. Will not make it home. TNC TNC have cleaned them up. They do it. Cuckoo with the buyback, catching Nisha, dragging him over to TNC's half of the map.
Literally on the perfect spot possible. How long for buybacks? They do have buyback on mid one in about 5 seconds, but there's no Zai.
And AU's still got the RP. They get a blink RP sniper, it's game over.
And he almost was able to get in that last fight. He actually got hit by a Maelstrom clock, and then he had to stop cancel his RP. So they're able to now finally claim themselves as second racks. Very long time of being held off. Who gets the final touch jump?
Another big jump up in gold lead.
Yep.
37,000 gold lead now for TNC.
4 buybacks from C4.
We'll see how safe they want to play it, if they want to force it. You said they're going to know that 4 buybacks are unavailable.
Wait for, I think you wait for Roche.
It's 2
you have to know it's
2
going to be
minutes
coming
until
up
Roche.
pretty soon.
Because they have that time in a play. If they can go for the Roche, those buybacks are still going to be down for at least 3 minutes, right?
They're still considering going while Zai is dead for 40 seconds.
They grab mid one. Steps forward. Jabby will show himself. Nisha's starting to poke in. They've got to all focus on Nisha. All focus on the sniper.
Okay, they forced the glyph. Still sitting here in the area. Zai's coming back in about 20. Roche, 1 minute 30. They have a trap in it, so the one nice thing I guess they do, they'll always know when it does spawn instantly, so.
Back in the game. Runes are up.
Yeah, they'll back up. So they were just trying to get as much as possible out of when Zai was dead.
The game back to the point where you're keeping secret held in the base. Now if you say get that Roshan, it's going to have the Aghanims, it's going to have the Refresher Shard. Again, you're right, you get that Refresher Shard over to AU, get that Aghanims over to Cuckoo.
I think so too, yeah.
Unseen, but not unskilled.
Such an incredible 5'9" and 18, but he's really been dominating.
This is the best hero. No, it's the Cuckoo back. Legends, and it's a thing that they did keep sort of hidden in the draft, right? They saved it to the last pick when they had picked the Ogre first.
Dire's top
Past
barracks
the
are
draft.
under attack.
Good item it is. He sold the treads. It's the rapier.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Nisha! He's got it. He's got the deeps. If they can keep him safe, he's gonna hurt.
He's really gonna. I mean, he was still hitting pretty hard before. Now he's gonna be killing targets much faster. The Lifestealer is gonna get brought down at a much faster pace. 31 armor, but you see Lifestealer also. I was gonna say I think Gabby's gonna queue this up soon as a blink dagger himself. Just any way to get on top of Sniper. Everybody having
Roche
the
is
blink.
up. TNC, they're gonna go for the Roshan.
Trap set up around the area. Also putting a high ground
there's,
ward.
there's no way Secret can match. TNC is just gonna give this.
Yep. Too risky.
Still have how many cheese from before? They still have
They still have the
cheese
one,
on bat.
right?
Here we go. Who's going to be taking it all? What? To the axe? Did
They give it to Tims?
they give it to Tims?
They gave it to Tims.
They gave it to Tims.
Okay, because he. Yeah,
Dude, that's disrespecting Cuckoo. I think you want to
Yeah.
get the double lass up.
Yeah. Tims is feeling.
Says that's mine.
He's got 25 talent. It doesn't work, of course, on the unrefined fire left. He does
Hey,
do a lot of
Puppy.
damage.
Good fan outside of the base. I think you let this man die.
No buyback.
Tims. Trying to look to lead him from one. Into the multi-cast up onto mid one. And Seven's got mid one's in trouble. He's outside the base side. Jumps in. He gets the boost up on the 3 backline. His Miss Blade trips down as well. They manage to shoot down TA. Nisha doing the damage with the rapier. Double kill for Nisha. TNT, they've got to retreat. Cuckoo tosses up to the high ground. Zayak's just trying to chase. He's coming back forward. He stepped in. They've got the nullifier up to Zay. Tims. He's in.
He's in.
Multi-cast on Nisha. Nisha forced up from the high ground. Yepto trying to do his best to save him. The life track will hold back the Ogre. Buyback comes up inside Nisha. He shoots.
No
Down
fire.
to someone with another fire. Cuckoo not going to let it come out. Nisha is dying. Nisha is dead. With that buyback Hex as well onto Zai. They'll move in for the cleanup. But TNC will finally close up the game. 61k lead is needed, but they have done it. They've taken a game off Secret.
They've made Secret in this tournament 9-1, I believe, for Secret as TNC with this time after a very, very rough laning phase.
Yeah, brilliant game from TNC and